Hello everybody and welcome to A Good Death, a Skyrim permadeath experience, where the difficulty is always legendary and the character classes are always randomly chosen to keep the gameplay fresh. If this sounds awesome to you, well, that's because it is awesome, and you should like and subscribe because I do this every week. Well, almost every week. Most weeks. And you're not going to want to miss it. So click the buttons, will ya? Alright, who do we have in the chat? I see a lurky magus who is hell-bent on destroying his back on furniture. But, you know, grown-ass man, he's going to do what he wants. Well, good luck with that, magus. I'm actually really excited to see the new setup. And we got Scotty, an old friend who we don't see all that often these days, but it's always a treat when he drops in. And let's see, we got Strudel. Strudel. How's it going? And the Laughing Simon, who, you know, is never short on witty statements. As, yes, I did. It was a good observation. I did shrink in the wash. Actually, that's not accurate. I don't wash. Never happens. No, I've actually been looking to streamline my overlay just a little bit, and shrinking the camera down to show more of the beauteous glory of the game was step one of that. And I also did remove chat from the window too. So I just don't think it really added much for the average viewer. It was helpful for me when I was going back and rewatching the archives and things like that, but yeah, I think it just got in the way most of the time. Hard to read anyway. Lordy, if a person could shrink in the wash, I'd be in the tub until further notice. Yeah. Well, you don't shrink, but you do get more wrinkly, so if you're looking to add a few more wrinkles, then you could sit in the tub for a while. Alright, so let's see. I've also decided to scrap the little recap videos for now anyway. It was just taking too much time during the week to produce those little videos. And I would like to spend that time producing actual videos. It's been a long time since I've done an actual video upload to the YouTube channel. Because I've been spending all my time working on stream during the week. Improvements and, you know, the little videos that I would play at the beginning. I really liked them. I wish I had time to keep doing those, but there are other video ideas that I would like to work on right now, and I'm really feeling the urge to get something out there, you know? Announcements incoming on those. So yeah, last episode, we did a whole lot of, you know, training, looking for skill books, getting strong enough to survive the wilds as a barbarian or a lightly armored two-handed warrior. And I think we did a pretty good job of that, even though maybe a lot of it wasn't compelling footage, unless you're, like, you know, interested in how to get a build off the ground with legendary difficulty, which I find interesting, but not everybody else does. This episode, we're going to be making up for it. We're going to be tearing across the plains here with our gigantic battle axe here. We're going to stop at the little Skooma hideout located just under Dragon's Reach on the outskirts of Whiterun. Then we're going to be making a beeline to Halted Stream Camp. We're going to take care of all the guys there. I think we have... I think that's where Amren's sword is, if I remember correctly. And then we're going to cut over to Silent Moon's camp. Silent Hill. That was a great game, but not Skyrim. Silent Moon's camp, where we have a bounty from the Jarl over there to take out the bandit leader. And then we're going to head a little bit south and take on Redoran's retreat, where we are to rescue Heimskr for the companions. So there's all that. And then I think we're going to head back to Whiterun. We're going to turn in our job for the companions. And we are going to do the Dustman's Cairn quest, Proving Honor. So we got a lot to do. A whole lot of action, a whole lot of fighting, non-stop, in true barbarian form. So you guys should buckle up, because it's going to be quite the ride. The recaps were great, but welcome sacrifice if it means we get some vids. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Man, I just wish I had like more time and energy. I've often like when I was younger, I'd have like conversations with my nerdy friends about what is the one superpower you wish you'd have over all the other ones. And I thought long and hard about it because as, you know, a nerdy kid, I had time and energy to spend hours upon hours upon hours and sleepless nights thinking about such things until adulthood hit, and then I was taught the true meaning of responsibility. But I think the one that I landed on was that above everything else, all the sexier superpowers like flight, superpower, or super strength, invisibility, things like that, I just wanted the superpower not to ever get tired for any reason. If you think about it, if you never had to sleep, if you never had to rest, if recovery was completely instant, you would be probably the most well-read person, the most well-educated person, the most fit person, the most skilled person in so many things, if you didn't have to spend all that time sleeping, zoning out, recovering, doing all that, you know? So, yeah, I still, as a grown-ass 40-year-old man, wish that I had that superpower. But alas, it doesn't exist. Oh yeah, I did also want to go through some things that I did off stream. Give me a second here, let me find my notes. So I did level up 4 times. I actually went down to Riften to unlock training for light armor with Grelka down here. And I did the whole Xerxes double skill point with skill books thing. And did a whole bunch of training with different trainers. And I leveled up 4 times. And that's actually inclusive of the skill increases that we got in the last episode that I just sort of banked the level ups for, just to keep that tactical level up in my back pocket there, just in case we ran into trouble. And the perks that I took Two-Handed Mastery. I'm not going to show you the perks right now because I want to bank that level up that I have. Two-Handed Mastery, so I got 2 out of 2 in that. I took a Timed Block perk, 1 out of 2 in the block tree there, which helps out a lot if I can time that correctly. It adds a whole bunch of effectiveness to the block and some stagger of nearby enemies. One of my favorite perks in the game with Ordinator. Let's see, also Light Armor Mastery, I took the second one of that, and Smithing Mastery, I took the second one of that as well. So, was a bit busy. Also took some jobs. I took the Amryn, retrieve his heirloom sword quest, took a bounty, and took a job for the companions, which we are going to do presently. Alright, so let's throw on our ridiculous helmet. Oh yeah, new gear here too. So everything is the Barbarian gear except for the enchanted hide armor that gives us a boost to our health of 46 points. And as an Altmer with Imperius, our armor rating is decreased, but the enchantments on them are made stronger. So I opted with the weaker armor to get the stronger enchantment on that anyway. So everything else is the Barbarian gear added by Immersive Armors, which is basically the iron stuff, but it's light armor instead of heavy armor. It looks a little barbaric, I think. I like it. I dig it. The other thing we did was we made a great Norse axe, and we smithed it up to superior. This has a great look to it, I think. This is added by Jesus Swords, that weapon pack, I believe. I could be mistaken on that, but I think that's the one that adds it. It is very heavy, weighing in at 20 pounds or whatever units they use. The damage on it is huge, 52. I think we were getting something in the low 40s with our steel battle axe that we had before. So this is actually going to be great for us. And the value on it is pretty badass. Super metal, 666. Hey, Ben Bradley, what's up, man? Good to see you. Glad you joined. Oh, seriously, I have all the time in the world and yet so very little of the energy. Yeah. I don't have all the time in the world either, but I feel like I have even less energy. If I just had more energy after work, I could be more productive with my hobbies, and that would be fun. Instead, I spend all my time trying to recharge the batteries playing video games. So I have been playing The Ascent, which is a new sort of twin-stick shooter / ARPG that dropped to critical acclaim probably a couple weeks ago at this point, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, but after, 25 hours or so, I felt like I got my fill of it. So then I've been back to playing Ace Combat 7, which is kind of an arcade... Oh, crap. Okay, that's a wolf. I thought that was a saber cat. Wolves we can take. Okay, so the random predators is what killed us in our last series with Vlerick, the Imperial agent. Okay. One-shotting wolves now with this awesome axe. So I'm trying to pay a little more attention out in the wilds here. Yeah, so Ace Combat 7. A fun sort of dogfighting game. Came out a couple years ago. I happen to have a flight stick that works with it, so it's been kind of fun in an arcadey way. But then, before I go to bed to wind down from the rest of the day, I've been playing a lot of The Witcher 3, which I'm just totally falling in love with. The game is beautiful. The storytelling, the interactions with NPCs, the character building, it's all excellent. It's a much slower burn than something like Skyrim. Slower progression and all that, but
You won't leave here alive.
it's a much better, I think, a sort of a cultivated, handcrafted story / character-driven narrative than Skyrim is. But, apples and oranges. Skyrim is very open-ended, both in the beginning and the end, whereas that looks nice. Do I need to pick up any of those for Gore? No, I think he's good on all that armor there. Whereas The Witcher is very closed-ended in the beginning, where it kind of opens up at the end, but it doesn't really... Oops. Doesn't really allow for any freedom in character creation, You don't tell your own story, you just witness Geralt's story. But I still love it. Still an amazing experience. Okay, so these two bandits here have been taken care of. Now there are going to be a second round. Some backups that come in as soon as I activate this chest here. Now I'm running the lock overhaul, so I can't actually get into this chest. I don't have the two-handed skill to bash it open, and I don't have the lock-picking skill to actually pick it open, but as soon as I activate that and remove myself from the sort of lock-picking minigame, we're going to get a couple of melee dudes coming out here and a mage. The mage is going to be what is most worrying because they're the most mobile and present the most the biggest wild card out of the three. But I'm going to do my best to try to let Gore handle the melee guys and then draw the attention, hopefully, of the mage. And once that happens, I'll go in and try to focus on the mage there and take him or her out as soon as possible. But let's get resist shock and resist magic favorited right now, just in case we run into trouble there. Catch up on chat before we go here. Wolves okay, werewolves not so much. Yeah, saber cats also a big worry out here in the wild. Heard The Witcher 3 is getting a next gen update. Yeah, I heard that too. I kind of wish they would just focus on making Cyberpunk better, but I mean, that's me. I know that there are a lot of Witcher fans out there hoping for an update as well, so we'll see. That would figure now that I've just started playing it. Yeah. Witcher buddies, huh? I played through The Witcher 1 and The Witcher 2, and there was a huge jump in quality between The Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. The Witcher 3 presents more similarities to The Witcher 2, but it's just the quality is outstanding. I really can't wait to start playing it again, actually. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ready for this. Gore, please get ready, thank you. Okay, here come the angry melee guys. Get him, Gore. Okay. Okay, that was the biggest threat. Our health is still good-ish. Okay, that was a little weird. You gotta love violence. What the hell's going on with this guy? He's a little bugged, I think, from the, Okay, Skyrim, never change. Gore, how you feeling? You doing okay? That guy got a little invincible on you there. Sorry about that. Man, why do I do this to myself with these permadeath runs? We know Skyrim is like this, right? And yet I up the stakes, put my character's pink slip on the line here. When something like this at any point can go haywire and completely wipe out a character forever and ever. Oh well. It's anything if not entertaining, right? Let's see, epic death scene. That guy just hulked up to get one last hit in before death. Stud, yeah. Must have been it for sure. Well, at the risk of making everybody in the chat room vomit here, I feel like I'm still picking sausage bits out of my teeth. Complete non sequitur there. But I felt like I should share for some reason. Oh, skeevers. Still no diseases. Oh, shh. Gore, help me out here. Okay. I'm hoping Gore can take care of him on his own, or her on his own. Yes, okay. Another thing Skyrim loves to do is throw very tough enemies at you randomly, so there's no way to prepare for it. Good lord. Okay, so I'm just gonna travel now with my axe out. Maybe that's a euphemism, maybe it isn't. But I can't take any chances. Okay, there's Halted Steam. I'm gonna do my best now to find an area where I can take some cover. I'm thinking like just to the left of that little entryway right there. There is a way to get into the back entry of the place. I think there's a hole down into the pit area. Is it right here? Yeah, right there. But that doesn't give us any kind of tactical advantage, honestly. It puts us in... Well, first of all, there's a very good chance that I can land on the spikes and insta-die. But even if I go in the back way, I give up height advantage. I give up, you know, being able to enter that end area with the bandit chief and the two other bandits undetected and try to set off a fire trap somewhere. It's a sneaky way to enter, but it is the incorrect way to enter, I would say, from a tactical standpoint. All right, Gore, I'm going to need you to catch up here. I need you close for this. I really don't want to end the permadeath run, you know, less than 30 minutes into the stream. So I'm going to need you close here, bud.
Now, ain't this a surprise?
Okay, we got a dual wielder here. Dual wielder. Hard to talk and play at the same time. Okay. He's really in love with that kill cam. Okay, you take the mage, I'll take the archer. How about that, Gore? That still hurt. There's another archer over here. Stomp him. Yeah. Ooh, and he flexes as he stomps. I love that. Barbarian and all such nonsense. Yeah, so I had a Monster energy drink this morning, right before I started streaming. In fact, I might have a little bit left. Nope. Polished it off. So I might be getting into the character a little bit more than normal this time around. So please be prepared for that. Don't judge me too harshly. Here we go. I knew I was missing one somewhere. Okay, there is a chest right over here. I took the axe out there just so that I would have the ability to dodge out of the way. Okay, Gore, you ready to take on the interior? So first guy here isn't too much of a threat. It's one-on-one, which really is where the Barbarian excels. He's usually more mobile
Thought I heard something.
than a heavily armored foe. Oh, this is an outlaw though. Which gives him a certain advantage in one-on-one combat, especially out in the open. Corridors a little bit less so.
What do you need?
And his offensive prowess
Just leave
gives him an advantage against the light armored enemies. Let's see, we have a helmet for Gore now. Hey, look, twinsies.
Let's go.
The Horny Helmet Gang. Hey, Aster. Welcome aboard, friend. Let me catch up on chat real quick before we go in. It's a question, actually. Do you count glitch bug-related deaths in the series? I do. The very first death I had was a glitch bug-related death. The thing is, I'm running a mod that actually makes death a permadeath. I don't know. I can still reload the save if I need to, but I don't know if I'm doing like a fast travel or something, and I've had it to where if you fast travel to an area, it spawns you like 100 feet up in the air, and then you plummet to your death. If something like that happens, I'm not going to count it. If I feel like it's something that I could have tactically avoided, other than just entering an area that is way beyond my pay grade, I count that as a tactical mistake too. Anything that can be avoided or something that I feel like I could have planned my way out of, yeah, I usually count that. Halted Steam, that's when you play in offline mode, yeah. Do I keep saying Halted Steam? I think it's Halted Stream, isn't it? Oh crap, I didn't want to do that. Oh well, let's see. 9, 2, that's going to be health. We're very close to another level up. I meant to go into the map here. It is Halted Stream. But I do call it Halted Steam all the time for some reasons.
Better keep up, friend. Wouldn't be right hoarding all the fun for...
Warm Sands, Cairn in room. Yeah, Warm Sands, Tom. Welcome aboard, sir. Good to see you, as always. It's Halted Stream, but you said Halted Steam, which tickled my funny bone. Yeah, I don't know why I say that all the time. I think... even from vanilla, when I played on PlayStation 3 and Steam wasn't even a thing to me, I always called it Halted Steam for some reason. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I do that all the time. Okay, so tactics for this area here. There is going to be a mage and a melee guy with the poacher's axe downstairs. I am going to use Fireball to hopefully... you know, crack one of them with the spell directly and also trigger the oil that's all over the ground and burn those two to death, which should actually help damage the bandit chief way over to the left as he runs through it to charge us head on. Then I'll use the height advantage and I will jump down as he gets closer to hopefully sort of pincer maneuver the bandit chief so that I can flank him while Gore takes him head on. Now this all hinges upon not being detected on the way through here.
Finally, some gotta have a sharp
Boom!
friend. Time's wasted. Like we got ourselves a hero.
Okay, didn't get the deaths that I wanted there. Let's go take on the mage here. Uh-oh, bad. This is really bad. Why?
Time to die.
I'll show you a real fight.
Man, they took care of Gore easy there, didn't they? Okay, let's reset the situation here.
Skin you alive.
And those flames did like nothing. Run away!
Pray to Stendar while you can.
Why do you keep sneaking?
No one bests an orc.
Okay. Now down just to the... Oh, okay. That got really, really squirrely. Alright, I'm taking credit for that one. That was, that was some really quick thinking. Whew. Always on legendary. Okay, we're still good. I'm used to those fire traps doing more damage, really. And Gore went down so easy. I think one of these guys is just stronger than I had expected. Woo, now I'm shaking a little bit. Shaking in my shorts. Okay. Composure. Composure. Wow, close call. Yeah, for sure. The Barbarian build may not be as diverse, but it's bloody intense. It sure is. It's a little less focused on coming up with overpowered strategies and tactics with different spells and things like that. And it's a little more focused on just straight up, you know, combat gameplay. So on one hand, it's like it's if you enjoy and you're good at the gameplay in this game, it might be the class for you. If, however, you kind of like the more tactical side of things, combining different spells and abilities and things like that, maybe it's not so much. Staff of Water, do I have? Oh no, I didn't think I had elemental destruction spells installed. But this is Water Totem from Triumvirate. That's a shaman. A shaman thing. Okay, so I did so much mining in the last episode that I'm not going to subject you guys to that. I will come back off stream and mine all this stuff for my sweet, sweet smithing levels here. Gotta run. Okay. Mr. Squawk. Take it easy, have a good weekend. See you around. Okay. Oh. Coin purse right down there. Okay, so the upgraded axe, I think, really saved our bacon this time around. They don't call us wood elves for nothing. Alright, okay. Did a little bit more tactical retreating than what a barbarian normally would, but, you know. Desperate times call for desperate measures and all that. And hey, a barbarian that's alive, I think, is worth 2 barbarians that are angrily attacking all the time. Now, every once in a while, I think that well, I don't even think every once in a while. I think there's actually a saber cat that likes to hang out just toward the north end of Silent Moon's camp up here and hunts and everything. And every once in a while, he will chase prey a little closer to where we want to be. So I just want to be very careful. Wolves, we can take. Saber cats, not so much. Hip up. Well, there's a deer over there too. I hope he doesn't run this way because that carries with it a chance that he's bringing with whatever predator might be chasing him. Okay, let's go to easier terrain here so that Gore can find his way. Gore, where are you, bud? Okay, here he is. Oh, I thought that was a bear for a second. It was just a deer butt. Okay, so we're going to have an archer right there. There's going to be another archer toward the door, and then there's going to be a mage. Ooh, he got us. There's going to be a mage coming down the stairs there. Gore, where are you? What are you doing? What's taking you so long? Okay, we're going to take the mage first here. Where is Gore? He was right behind me.
Can't wait to count out your coin.
Oh, there you are. You slacker. I just had to take all those guys on my own while you just stood here holding your hammer. Alright. Yeah, definitely taking on the barbarian personality here today. Okay, we got a bit of a tough fight coming up here. We have, I think, a melee guy, an archer, and a mage all up there in the little barrow area. But if we can funnel them out through the entrance there one by one, we can sort of Thermopylae the situation there and take them on. And a little bit more of a reasonable approach. I've already spent all of my... Ooh, I got a Berserker and a Defender one, though. That might help if things get a little hairy. I've already spent my resistance to magic and resistance to shock. I think I still have a resistance to cold somewhere. No, I might have spent that too, just in case. In the last one. Do I have a level up yet? Oh no, still very close though. Alright, Gore, you ready? Come on, man. He's waiting. Now he's following. Okay.
Is someone there?
Gore, get up there, you weenie. Alright. Who's first? They're coming from the right.
Dead!
Outlaws, man. They're all tough now. Okay, he managed to take care of one of them. Whew, okay. Man, I am wound tight today. Must be all the caffeine. Good job, Valandil. Yeah, so Valandil here as an Altmer Barbarian is automatically at a disadvantage because with Imperious, as I said, the physical attributes of all weapons and armor are nerfed, where the magical effects, aka the enchantments, are all buffed. So early in the game, when things are more difficult anyway, there we go, there's our level up. We very well may need to make full use of that, so let's be very careful not to spend that like we did last time. I should have actually spent perks after leveling up that first time, but whatever, we're not going to be perfect. That one we've already read, I think, at Ember Shard. Okay, now we got to do the interior here. Ooh, steel boots for Gore. If I can find that slacker. There he is.
What do you need?
Well, I need you to stay a little closer. I might try to tweak some settings in NFF to see if I can get him to stick a little closer and maybe not sandbox so much. And how's my encumbrance doing? It's alright for now. We'll go in the back way here. This does present a nice tactical advantage, going in the back way. Unlike Halted Stream. Ooh, I said it right that time. Let's go ahead and take a look at our potions, see if there's anything that we might be able to use here. Draft of health. Oops, for sure. Regeneration, yes please. And a weak poison. Alright. I actually could have used a weak paralysis poison against the Bandit Chief in Halted Steam. Halted Stream. Oh my god. Okay. Now there's probably going to be a Bandit Outlaw in here, not a Bandit Chief to take care of for the bounty. The quicker, thicker, picker-upper. Bounty. Loss of loot.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Alright, Gore, you ready?
Now you're mine. Gonna rip you open.
Ha! I like how she says she's gonna do what I am already in the process of doing.
Over here.
Yep, alright, Gore, turn around, turn around, turn around. Ah, eat it.
Try to stand up while you can.
Okay, just the archer left now. Which we can take care of on our own. No problemo. Ooh, doing some major clipping through the walls there, which is why those were cut from the vanilla game. But for a barbarian, you know, I just can't do without those advancing kill moves. They're just too barbaric. Ooh, there's some barbarian armor we can switch to. Right now, the 46 points in health is just a little too nice not to use. Iron gauntlets we don't need. Okay, bounty complete. You know, one of the hardest things to do when you play like multiple characters, like if I play a character who is an alchemist on another profile and then I switch to like a permadeath character that's doing like say a barbarian that doesn't do any alchemy, it's like the hardest thing in the world not to go around picking ingredients all the time for a character that wouldn't be doing that. I would say that's probably where most of my role players' guilt comes in. Is just picking ingredients when I know I shouldn't be. Oh wow, looks like that guy cracked his head on the rock there. Okay, Gore, try to keep up, man. What are you doing all the way back there? That guy's gonna be the death of me once again. That bandit's back just cracked on the edge of that rock. Looked brutal. Oh yeah. How many profiles do you have on the go just now? Oh, let's see. I have the Shadow Mage one, which I'm really hoping to get a video out in, I don't know, the next couple weeks. That's the one video that I've felt really bad that I haven't been able to get out. The Shadow Mage build guide and maybe some pure gameplay videos of that guy because that stuff is pretty badass. So there's that one that's probably the most long running. There was the good guy character concept challenge that is more of a cleric support character. He's only like level 4 or something like that. That's another one, so that's 2. I have one right now for the current character challenge, which is Identity Crisis. And that's actually 2 different characters on one profile. And then my Permadeath profile, which is in the 1.5 revision of that. So what's that, like 4 different profiles right now? Hey, Wind. Glad to see you show up. Good morning. Hope you're having a good Saturday and a good weekend. That's so true. My crafting characters are also the longest playthroughs, so I really pick up on those habits. Yeah, it's actually, it really ingrains material gathering into like your muscle memory more than anything else, because those materials are so important to the progression of that character that it just becomes like automatic. You do it so much for so long, right? That when you switch characters and you don't have to pick ingredients or mine every ore vein that you come across, yeah, it becomes a thing. Okay, we got a bunch of prey animals just kind of milling around here, which makes me feel better that there's no predators putzing around. Okay, and that sort of stone stack over there, that stone formation, marks the entrance to Redoran's retreat. So we got a mercenary down here. I don't think we're going to need her for Redorans. We're coming in here to rescue Heimskr, who was kidnapped by bandits. And this should bring both Valendil and the companions some measure of honor. Which, you know, barbarians are all about honor, proving strength and honor in combat. So we're all too happy to do this. Now, I don't know where the hell Gore has gone, but I'm hoping that he shows up when we come in here. Gore misbehaves all the time on stream. I wonder if it's just a system resources thing. I mean, my CPU isn't anywhere close to full utilization.
Bandits. I love killing bandits.
Yeah, so another thing is I'm kind of trying to reconfigure the cooling in my case. When my GPU is close to full utilization, it hits top temperature and starts throttling almost immediately. Well, not almost immediately. It takes a few minutes to get up there. But I'd rather not run my GPU at full maximum temperature all the time, you know? For older games that are less taxing, it doesn't do that, but I'm running display tweaks on this, which fully leverages the GPU. Okay. Just to be safe here, let's do some regeneration and we'll get some stamina back. See if I can draw them out here. Heimsker. I don't like that you're standing right there. I need to make a hasty retreat.
No sign of him. Victory is yours.
Oh, wow. Alright, shit or get off the pot, Heimsker. This does not feel very barbarian of me, but, you know. Gotta make the best of the tactical situation here. There we go. That should be it. Trying to stay economical with our encumbrance here.
Thank the divines.
Heimski. Heimsker the Heim man. The Hyman? Heimsker, no. Not gonna go there. I guess I already did. I can't help myself. I'm a terrible person. Okay. What is this? Sneak. Alright, don't need it, but I'll take it. This would be a horrible, horrible permadeath, and not a good death. Nordmail heavy bracers, and we are encumbered. And a treasure map. Okay, that's the one just south of Whiterun. Definitely doing that off stream. Heimsker, let's see. No, I'm looking for my friend Gore here. Where are you big bozo? You big be-hammered bozo. There you are. Come here.
Yeah.
I got some nice gauntlets for you. And a whole bunch of other things that I want you to carry because I can't be bothered. Okay. Get you to hold all the mammoth tusks. The ore, the pelt. More ore. And the gauntlets. There you go, he's wearing them.
Let's go.
Look at that. And he's also got a shield with his two-handed weapon for some reason. Okay. So we have Heimsker. Now, one of the things I like to do is I do leverage fast travel from time to time. I know it's a big no-no for a lot of people, but ooh, you know what? Sorry, dog. But in a permadeath live stream situation, I really try not to retread the same path, you know, more than once. So I'll probably just fast travel back to Whiterun, because I was just right outside the gates of Whiterun in that camp that I had set up. No? The hell? Gore! The hell you doing, man? You guys!
Huh? Hey, watch it!
I blame you for this, Gore. This is all the way your fault. Alright, fine. I'll use a damn lockpick. Ooh, that's valuable. Check that thing out. Ooh, and steel armor with pauldrons for Gore.
Just leave me all the food.
The Winds weekend is so far so good. Awesome. Glad to hear. Perhaps on the orders of the Empire. Love Gore. Yeah, I actually love Gore too. I would like to do his... Since we're Dragonborn, we might be able to do his quest at some point. I think that his quest is actually locked on some stage of the main quest. So if you end up not being Dragonborn through like Unbound or something like that, and you can't unlock the main quest, then there's a whole bunch of stuff in interesting NPCs that is locked that you're not going to be able to get to with that character. But I don't think that now that we're Dragonborn, we'll be able to unlock the main quest as soon as we encounter and kill a dragon and, you know, actually survive an encounter like that. We might be able to do Gore's quest, which I think is Pit Dogs or something like that. I've never actually done it, honestly. And I would like to encounter it at some point, experience it. There are time zones all over the place. I forgot about that one. That's a good quote.
I've been looking for
Hey.
you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Vander.
Let's see here.
Van Man.
Looks like that's it. Gotta go.
Van Wild. Heimsker, come here.
I'm ever so grateful. Please, give my regard to the rest of the companions.
Sure, will do. Okay.
What do you need?
Bear with me. I have to sell off some junk here. Just because we're going to need the encumbrance for Dustman's Cairn, so... make sure to take off everything that Gore is not going to use.
Alright then.
So yeah, I promised you guys lots of bloodshed, and I feel like I have delivered on that promise.
Looking to protect yourself?
But
or deal some
consider this a bit of an intermission, I would say. Gives me a chance to breathe and recollect my composure. Okay, building back up our stores of septums, and that's everything for blacksmiths. Hey, Amron, good news, man.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
I got your sword.
You found it! I've been looking for that blade for months! You took on all those bandits yourself? Thank you. Here, my father had a favorite sword and shield technique. Let me teach it to you, in honor of his memory.
Nice, so he gives us one-handed and block. We can make use of the block skill, that's for damn sure.
Travel safe.
And level progression is always a good thing in a permadeath situation, I believe. Oh, and here's Isolde. Let's go ahead and give her one of these mammoth tusks.
Once I've made enough
She'll give us
money
some
trading
speech
with
training.
cheap caravans, I'm going to buy the bannered mare from Hulda.
Fast travel is a streamer's best friend. Yeah, I try to use it more so as, you know, not to retread areas that are too familiar, and yeah, just in the interest of brevity, you know.
Before my ma and da passed,
Never use it personally,
I told
but I
them
use it
one
on
day
stream all the time.
I'd
Oh,
become
nice.
the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Madran. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk.
Well, I can imagine, you know,
Done.
traversing open world terrain in a place as big as Skyrim in VR. Well, I don't even have to imagine. I know that it can be tedious. It can be a little tiresome.
You do that? If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading.
It can be nice
Help
if
you get a
you're
fair bargain
into
in the
like the
future.
whole Zen gameplay thing, and you just kind of want to have a nice walk through the woods or whatever. It can be actually really nice in VR, but yeah, if you're just looking to get in and get out a little bit, fast travel is your friend.
Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about
I love it
bargaining.
when the wind's here because she makes use of the
Trade.
of the bot in the chat. I think more so than anybody else. It's pretty chill if you're playing for yourself, for sure. Yep, I agree.
I'll never forget you.
You'll never forget me. Wow, you're coming on a little bit strong there, huh? She likes a horny helmet man, I think.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents.
Yeah, I think the chat bots can be engaging. I think I want to clean up some of the notifications there. There are plenty that people don't tend to use a whole lot, don't really present
See you.
any kind of value. But I think like the 8-ball one could be a lot of fun. That seems to get more use, and the quote system is a lot of fun too. So I think probably those are the two bot notifications that I'll keep up, and I'll keep everybody else, or all the other ones out, so as not to be so spammy as it is.
Ah, so you're an alchemist then.
Maybe should have kept those fire salts for Balamant in Riften for his little quest that he sends you on there. Okay, I'm sure there's probably plenty that we don't need here that we can sell off. All the Magicka stuff. The warrior stuff is a one-handed buff that we don't need. Defender, Berserker, Skirmisher, we're going to use all of that.
Take care of yourself.
And how are we doing on disease? We're good, we're good. So yeah, that is one change I'll be making to the stream probably during the week before the next one. I also want to redo my subscription notification. I think it's been a few weeks since we've had a subscription on stream, but I kind of want to use the channel branding art, leverage that into some kind of an animation. So the avatar that I'm using for the channel right now, I have some different colors and stuff of that, and I plan on having them do like a little wink or whatever when when somebody subscribes, instead of the generic Streamlabs animation. And maybe like a little like and subscribe ticker, I think, that goes somewhere. I'm not sure where yet.
Angry, can hardly stand it. Father
And I have some ideas for
used
some
us days
stinger
ago.
transitions
Now, where
as
is it?
well.
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient.
But I
And on top of that, I also want to do more
wanna
video
do this
production.
right now.
Divine smile on you. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
Too many projects, not enough time. Only 2 septums left. All right, where's Preventus?
I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide.
Oh, there he is. He usually has lunch out on the back patio.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
I'm not asking you to defy the Yard, just to open his
Excellent. You've done us a great
I'm running
service.
Bounty Gold
Here's your
SE,
reward.
which is an SKSE plugin or MCM plugin that allows you to
Enjoy your visit.
define the amount for each different type of bounty, which I can't play without anymore. With the Skyrim economy the way it is, I feel like 100 gold for every single bounty is just completely unreasonable. So I upped that to 500 gold for bandits and Forsworn, 1,000 gold for giants and dragons, which sounds more reasonable to me. And then another 10 septums per level, per character level. I could do with or without that, but it just, you know, when you get really high level, 500 septums doesn't mean the same as it did at the beginning of the game. So it's nice to be able to tick that up a little bit per level. So many ideas, so few hours in the day. Yeah, man.
Come to me with questions. I know our history almost as well as Vignar by now.
I was talking with my wife the other day, and it's like, at this age, the days seem so long, but then the years seem so short. It's such a weird thing. Like, I wish I had more hours in the day, but the days already feel long as they are. Probably because they're more full with things that I have to do and less full of the things that I want to do.
Brought honor to the companions and
Responsibilities, man. What are you gonna do?
Skjor was looking for you earlier.
What does Skjor want?
I don't know, but he sounded impatient.
Feels the same for you, Haster? Yeah, I have a feeling it's a pretty common sentiment.
They should be so lucky.
The way the Nords here talk about battle.
Or are you guys about to quote-unquote hunt together again? We all know what's going on, Skjor. Come on.
There you are.
You wanted to see me?
I did. Your time, it seems, has come.
And what do you mean by that?
Last week, a scholar came to us. He said he knew where we could find another fragment of Wuthrad. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right, the honor of the companions demand that we seek it out.
Ah, and you want me to do it. Sounds like this would bring me great honor.
There's a fine line between respect and bootlicking, new blood.
Bootlicking?
I like your spirit. We've decided this will be your trial. Do well, and you'll be
So
counted
wanting
among the
to
companions.
kick some ass and
Marcus will be your
be
shield
known for it?
sibling on this venture.
Is bootlicking
He'll
now?
answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get him killed.
Alright. Farkas, the Ice Brain. Is he putzing around in here somewhere? You're not Farkas, are you? Stressful week, Farkas? There he is. Hey, friend.
I hope you've readied yourself.
I'm always ready for battle. Always ready for battle. Oh, I need it. So I guess you're going to be my shield brother?
So I'm told. Let's see if you impress.
Licking of the boots, 2 things. Some people are into boot licking. I don't know, I've seen the internet. So what is this Wuthrad? Sounds kind of funny.
Ysgramor was the hero who started the Companions. Wuthrad was his weapon. He came from the ancient homeland and killed all the elves. But not all of them.
I won't hold
Some
it
of
against
them
him.
are still here.
Valandil kind of wants to kill all the elves too. They are insufferable with all their, you know, holier-than-thou attitudes and all their book learning and education. Nothing Valandil likes more than punching a fellow elf in the nose. Alright then. I'll meet you at Dustman's Cairn.
Don't delay, shield brother.
I won't delay. In fact, I'll be there pretty much instantly. In fact, I'll probably be waiting for you. So what's up, Magus? Did you get the furniture moved, or are you just taking a break? Or did you just drop in to leave a comment on the bootlicking thing? More fast travel. Sorry, I'm a barbarian, and as such, I am impatient. Okay, nice and bright and sunny. Probably gonna start getting hungry here in a bit, though. Break. Got 2 large pieces moved, and my back is shot. Oh, man. Be careful. Be careful. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. There's a chance, I don't know how good of a chance yet, but there's a chance that I might not be streaming next weekend because I'm going to be helping a friend move. Where's Dustman's? I gotta use the map. There it is. I might be helping a friend move into a new house. And if we do that, it'll probably be earlier in the day so as to try to beat the heat. And if I can't get the schedules to match up, I have to help my buddy out. That takes priority over the streaming, unfortunately. Oh, he beat us! How did you beat us here? You, my friend, are a magician. Genius. Or maybe you're just really fast. I don't know. I mean, we teleported out here and he still beat us. We did get a little lost, admittedly. Alright, put the helmet on. Time to get horny. Pays Cairn to fly here to help me move as well. Hey, I would gladly help. At the end of August, actually, I'm traveling up to the Nipa area. Northeastern Pennsylvania to visit the in-laws for about a week or so. We're going to be spending some time in Pittsburgh as well. I think we're going to visit some friends in Pittsburgh, so we're flying in there, I believe. Which isn't northeastern Pennsylvania, it's on the other side of the state. Let's see if we can actually get this bash thing to work. There it goes. That other chest was just being stubborn. I think we're going to see a Pirates game while we're out there. I'm going to cross that one off the list. I'm actually trying to see all of the baseball stadiums. I'm a big baseball fan. So it'll be nice to cross PNC Park off the list there. And then we are going to go to Philadelphia and see a Van Gogh exhibit there, I believe. And then from there, we're going to head to Scranton, visit the in-laws for a nice, relaxing week. Get out of the heat a little bit. Maybe get some rain, which, you know, we don't ever see out here anymore. Actually, this monsoon season has been fairly moist. And I'm just going to say the word moist a few times now. Moist. Which Draugr are not. Draugr are the opposite of moist. They're a bit dry, mummified. Yeah, Gore has like really bad eyesight, I think. Alright, let's try to help him out with the restless guy here. Chop, chop. Man, all this chopping is putting me in the mood for teppanyaki. Some hibachi. Hibachi song. Alright, I think there's one more. One more dude around the corner, or maybe he detected us. The light armor increase says the opposite. Okay. Ooh, I took a power shot there. Probably should have tried to bash him out of that. That's okay. We have potions to spare. And Gore's regard for you has increased. That's nice. You know, I make a lot of fun of you, and I yell at you a lot, but that's because I'm a barbarian. I can't help it. I do actually like the cut of your jib, Gore, and I'm glad you're with us. Where's Farkas? Was I supposed to talk to him before I came in? Or is he sandboxing somewhere? What the hell, man?
We should keep moving. Mm-hmm.
I should keep moving? We should keep moving? You're the one not moving. Oh my god. NPCs, am I right? No, the booger counter is off, man. It must have reset at some point. I'm sure I had at least 4 boogers. What the hell happened?
Looks like someone's been digging.
Gonna be high 80s, low 90s here all week. So this week, I would hope that it's gonna be a little cooler when I'm there at the end of August. Cold for me. Well, I wouldn't say that's cold for me, but it's definitely, it would feel nice and cool for me at this point, depending on the wind situation, or not the wind with a Y, but the wind with an I. There's a lot of unsavory types in the pit. Where's the woman? The woman.
Recently. Tread lightly.
Oh, you said end of August. Probably 80s then with rains. Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to the rains. I know it becomes a damper, but you know, when we go and visit my wife's parents, it's time to relax, you know.
Be careful around the burials.
So we end up, you know, just sitting around the house, watching game shows and Columbo reruns. Ooh, Dwarven bow. How did I miss that? So this might end up being sort of a shorter stream. All I really wanted to do... Well, all I really wanted to do was everything up through Redoran's Retreat and then Dustman's Cairn. Dustman's Cairn is actually one hell of a dungeon. It's very long, very winding, and there are a lot of epic battles. So this could actually end up taking us a little while. But that would be it for the battle encounters, I think.
Old Nord's sacrifice place. Be careful around here. Let's look for a way to open the bars.
Farkas loves an open bar. I just came up with that. I've heard that dialogue probably 1,000 times. Never made the open bar connection.
By the arena. That's impressive.
What, those little potions that I just picked up? Look at him moseying on down the stairs 6 hours later. That guy's not in a hurry for anything or anyone.
Now look what you've gotten yourself into. No worries, just sit tight. I'll find the release.
Gotten myself into a little bit of a kennel here.
It's time to die, dog. We knew you'd be coming. Your mistake, companion.
Which one is that?
Doesn't matter. He wears that armor.
I like Gore just kind of chilling in the corner over there.
For an excellent story.
None of you will be alive to tell it.
Jockeying for position. I like it. That was awesome. Yeah, Valandil is into it. blood, slaughter, roaring, and lots of hair. Body hair.
I hope I didn't scare you.
All the key ingredients to a good barbarian. What was that?
It's a blessing given to some of us. We can be like wild beasts. Fearsome.
Super hot summer here, but we've gotten rain at least twice a week all year. Yeah, and I feel like the rain actually tends to cool it down when it actually does rain. At least it does here.
Have the beast blood. Prove your honor to be a companion.
Otherwise, it's just, you know,
Eyes on the prey.
terribly humid in the heat.
Still the Trogger to work
Good for
it
you.
out.
Not so much for me. Still trying to remain economical about what I'm picking up and what I'm leaving here, so I'm thinking a 20-to-1 value to weight ratio at least. For a lot of this stuff, we're going to have a lot of good, valuable gear to pick up from these guys. And I desperately need the money for training and buying resistance potions. And crafting materials. And later on, enchantments on said crafting materials. So one thing I'm thinking about, or have been thinking about, is introducing enchanting to some of my character classes. So all of these character classes pretty much are based off of Oblivion. And enchanting is not its own skill in Oblivion. It's kind of hinges off of your magic skill, I think. It's very wide open and unlocked, and you really don't need much in the way of like skill or perks to be able to do effective enchanting in Oblivion. So all of those character classes from Oblivion, none of them have enchanting in it. So I want to go through those classes that I have and see where I can add that in to some of the more narrow builds. Like the Barbarian one here. I don't think the Barbarian would be too into enchanting. But for somebody like an Altmer Barbarian who has some magical talent and can actually make better use of enchantments than raw weapons and armor, I think it might make some sense. Okay, so I am really afraid of that crossbowman over there. He can take more than half of our health in one shot. I didn't have my weapon drawn there. Oh, and those silver swords really hurt. Oh, that guy's still alive. These silver hand are actually no joke with this mod setup. The gear that they have. The crossbows. Oh, man. I'm going to have to be very careful. I think there are 2, maybe 3 crossbowmen, arbalists. I don't know what you call them. Oh my god, Gore. You almost caused me to be poisoned there because you want to sit in your little throne. Turd. And I have to try to remember where each is. I was able to get out in front of that one a little bit. Super hot. Oh, look how big he got. Oh, you're talking about Farkas when he transformed? Yeah. Big dude. I am kind of excited to see what kind of things I can leverage with Growl when Valandil here becomes a werewolf. Try to incorporate that into some of the gameplay here. We'll add a little bit of a wrinkle to some otherwise very straight up gameplay here. Okay. Sometimes attacking that Draugr there will attract the attention of whoever's out here.
Is someone there?
Okay, so 2... Oh, no, that's a crossbow.
Easily.
Don't want to be out in the middle there. Let's see if we can... Farkas and Gore have this handled.
I cannot best you. Do your worst.
No, no, no! What hit me?
I'll rip you in half. Victory is yours.
Oh. I have no idea what killed me. He wasn't attacking. Was there a third or... I'll have to go back and watch the archive on that. What the crap, man? I don't even know what killed me. That guy was not attacking. He was bashing, but I was blocking. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought, the wind. Maybe that melee guy that Gore and Farkas had, that guy gave up on them and came after me. I kind of want to go back and watch the archive of it right now. I did have a level, but the death happened so fast. I wasn't in danger. It happened too fast for me. Okay, I want to quit out of this. I want to check out the stream. See if I can figure out. We'll do a live analysis here, a live replay. Okay, this is gonna get weird. Okay, so we have pretty much full life here. Oops. You guys got to see 2 Cairns. Lucky you. Okay. So far, so good. We got a timed block in there. Health is still good. Oh, yeah. My health just, like, disappeared. And that guy was staggered. He was bashing me, but that shouldn't take that much damage, should it? I'm kind of thinking it was... Well, is that Gore, though? Or is that... No. Yeah, that must have been him. It was a two-handed guy sneaking up behind me, I think. And because of the camera view, I couldn't see what the hell was going on. Yeah, there he is. Oh, the agony. Oh, boy. All right. Yeah, I think I gotta count that one. Just not watching my flank. Yeah, it must have been the guy that flanked me. It was a two-handed warrior. Looked like he was wearing some kind of fur armor. I didn't see the shots either, but I think it was because of the way that the camera was kind of pinched in from the walls behind. We need an autopsy. Oh, man. Man, that's disappointing. A more tactically correct thing to do there would be to swing around so that I could see the battle between Farkas and Gore and see how that was going. That way, if that guy tore loose from them, I would have been able to see it, and I would have been able to, like, dodge back down into the lower area, even though that would have caused the arbalist to take his crossbow out and start peppering me. No, Haster, we didn't crash. We died, and I needed to go back and check the replay, see what happened, because we didn't know. We couldn't tell what had happened. Our life bar just was deleted somehow. And we got flanked by a two-handed warrior that I was pretty sure that Farkas and Gore had locked up. So I wonder if... So Gore went down pretty easy at Halted Stream Camp, with Halted Stream with an R. Halted Stream Camp. I wonder if something was going on to where the enemies were very strong, but the followers weren't. And I wonder if that particular Silver Hand guy just tore through Gore and Farkas and put them in bleed out. Or maybe the arbalist softened them up first. In any case, the mistake there was putting my back to the fighting. I should have had my back to a wall so that I could have seen the whole thing. But the thing is, I learned something. I learned something from every death. All right, so I really want to get back to my Shadow Mage guy. Maybe we'll do some Shadow Mage guy here. That's the Druid. I don't remember which profile. It was a base profile. It wasn't a permadeath profile. Guillaume d'Ombre, which is a perfect name for a Breton Shadow Mage. Yeah, let's do Shadow Mage here. Farkas was right behind him though, and they took him out once he took you out. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. That guy must have just had a murder boner for me, particularly. I mean, tactically, it was the right decision. Protecting the arbalist, but I don't know. You put two strong two-handed warriors at your back to protect the arbalist. In real life, it wouldn't have been the correct tactical decision, but in Skyrim, it definitely was. Knew who the priority target was, I guess. Man. I don't know. I know what I did wrong there, but I still feel cheated. Still feel cheated. Okay, so it's been a few weeks since we've done the Shadow Mage here. Man, I was really in a barbarian frame of mind, too. I was feeling it. Feeling barbaric today. Didn't help. Oh, I need to rerun Finis. Bear with me. This only takes like a minute or so. T-posing all over the place. Stream Elements thinks it's funny. Fucking Stream Elements bot. Fucking go to hell. Ascertaining dominance. Oh, I definitely feel cheated, man. I feel like I was doing most everything right, and after that first, you know, after Halted Stream got iffy, and I was able to handle it, I was feeling like my reactions were on point today. I was dodging, I was doing everything right, even when shit went sideways. I was feeling good about this. And then I guess, I don't know, you just can't trust your NPCs in this game. You gotta keep an eye on them. Gotta keep an eye on them. Once those bots get in, you're screwed. Oh, a little bit of an ME6 situation there. Okay, so yeah, it's been a few weeks since we've done Shadow Mage, Shadow Warrior here. I've gotten a lot of notes, a lot of cool combos and stuff with this guy that I figured out that I want to put in the video for it. But there's still some stuff that I want to explore, namely, right now, Vampirism. I'm running Sacrosanct. So it's the big, full-featured vampire overhaul by a nice Ion. Not the smaller one, which was, don't remember the name of it because I've never used it, the more vanilla plus one. I like the full-featured one. It has a lot of cool stuff in it. So, between the last time and what I've done in the meantime, he's become a vampire. No, he hasn't become a vampire. Has he? Doesn't look like he has. But I think that's where we're going right now, anyway. Oh, no, I was doing the main quest, I think. I kind of want to do the vampire thing, though. The shouts, I was going to see what kind of shouts went well with the Shadow Mage, I think. And then do vampire thing after. But I think I want to switch gears a little bit, maybe, and... and see what vampirism has to offer. So, the thing about vampirism, I think it's very... Lost Tongue Overlook. We may as well... Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and do Lost Tongue first. The thing about vampirism with the Shadow Mage stuff, they're very compatible. Because we have some illusion spells that we use as part of the Triumvirate Shadow Mage package there. We're always trying to be in darkness because we get a buff to our attack. Who is this? Oh, damn cultists. Inigo, help! Ouch. We have some illusion spells. We have a buff. Ooh, Harvest Blood. Definitely need that. For our shadow spells and our melee attack damage. If we're in darkness. And the vampire always wants to... He's nocturnal, basically, right? So that works very well. Along with the buffs to the illusion skill that we get will help our illusion spells as well. So right off the bat, those are two things that are directly compatible and feed off of each other. There's also the fact that the hemomancy spells are non-elemental spells. And those go well with the shadow spells that are also non-elemental in terms of destruction. So the hemomancy spells, the blood magic spells will feed off of this raw power perk as well. So yeah, vampirism very compatible with the Shadow Mage. So that's what we'll be exploring a little bit now. And I think also the aesthetic will be really cool, having those glowing yellow eyes from behind the black mask. Just kind of super badass, if I'm being honest. Let's see, I seem to remember that the path upward is over here to the right. Yeah, there it is. Sacrilege is the vanilla +1. You are correct there. Yes, yes. Thank you, Magus and Laughing Simon. I knew it was an S word. Yeah. Flip off MEE6. I'm digging the music. Care to share? All of the music credits are in the description below. It's all royalty-free stuff, but I have to credit it in the description, so it should all be down there along with links if YouTube didn't mangle the links when I copy-pasted it in. But there will at least be the musician who wrote it / performed it and the name of the song. But yeah, it's all on YouTube. You can search for it. I think it's royalty-free music. It's a channel. I think it's called royalty-free music. It has a whole bunch of playlists and everything on it that, you know, you can use or listen to. Pretty cool. If you're playing a vampire of the i.e. you're playing a vampire of the La Sombra clan. I'll have to look into that. I actually don't know it. La Sombra. I'll have to remember that. Growl is the werewolf one. Yeah, but Growl is the only werewolf one. I don't think he's got a full-featured werewolf overhaul. Growl is a little more vanilla plus, but it's the only one that Anai offers that I'm aware of. So that's the one I go with. Otherwise, I'd go with the big one. Oh, getting a text. Wife is leaving me for a friend. Just kidding, she's not leaving me, she's just leaving the house. Sounds good, have fun. Okay, we're gonna have a dragon here. Let's see. Wow! I totally forgot about that. It's been a long time since I've done this area. Didn't quick save. Now I'm just on a death streak. The La Sombra are one of the 13 clans in the world of darkness, I'm guessing. One of their specialty is the ability to literally manipulate the shadows. Ooh, cool. Oh yeah, the damn
Silly spell slinger.
Let's see if we can take them all in a group here. Ooh, Ozra's Wrath is badass.
Sword is sharper than you moron.
So I'm running Vancian Magic with this. Vancian Magic is super compatible and synergistic with a couple of the shadow magic spells. Namely Ozra's Wrath here. Shockwave of shadow energy that converts 50% of your magicka into magic damage. So this does 483 damage with my current loadout. Usually when you use this, you fire that thing off, and it drains 50% of your magicka, making the next one that you fire off that much weaker. Because it drains your current amount of magicka. Well, if you're doing Vancian magic, your magicka pools never drain. So you can fire that thing off like crazy. Also, one of the pieces of gear that I am using is this Shadow Mask here, which has an Amplified Destruction spell, also added by an Irem. I think the Summer Mist enchantments? Or is it Winter Mist now? I think it's Winter Mist now. No, I think it used to be Winter Mist and now it's Summer Mist. Amplified Destruction goes on that, so 32% stronger, which is huge for destruction spells. And I have an enchantment, I think, that also increases my magicka skill, or my magicka pools somewhere here. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Guess not. So that's another thing that I can do to actually strengthen that thing is once I get everything leveled up to where I want it, I will swap out the Galder amulet for something with a Fortify Magicka enchantment. And something else. I don't know what else I'm going to put there yet, but something.
If a big, ugly
And that will also boost Azra's Wrath.
I'd put an arrow through his eye.
Well, alright, be ready to do that because we are about to encounter a dragon. If we can make it past the stupid little trap that got us with that stupid ice storm. Stupid. God damn it. I was trying to teleport through the damn thing. It got us anyway. At least I quick saved this time. Becoming a vampire will also help with the frost magic resistance. I think I have magic resistance on here too. This thing is just really super strong. Are these stupid traps always this ridiculously strong? Being struck by a fire, frost, or shock spell or effect reduces damage from that element by 22. So, I mean, that doesn't really help beyond the first. So, okay, magic resistance is the next thing that I'll put on that amulet. One of the combos that I have here is what I'm going to call the Umbral Shift, and that is the Shadow Step. Shadow Dance here. So if I jump, it'll actually dash for 20 feet. And I coupled that with, in the light armor tree here, the Evasive Leap, which makes you invincible for 1 second after you jump. So it makes this dash completely invincible. I just didn't time it right at that point. Maybe that has a stipulation for in combat. I don't think I'm in combat with just the traps here. In combat, yeah, so I'm not getting the invincibility from that, just the dash. So that explains that. Oh. But I do have become ethereal, which will be an integral part to a lot of little gameplay combos here that I plan on using. One of them being one that I'm calling Creeping Death, if there are any Metallica fans in the audience here. We'll have this Draining Mist, which is a master level spell. It absorbs 208 points of health and magicka per second for 60 seconds. So I can trigger that and then trigger Become Ethereal. Draining Mist will stay active, and Guillaume here will actually just be an invincible creeping poison factory. Completely overpowered, but still kind of fun. It definitely fits the bill of a Shadow Warrior. Let's see, there is our dragon. Hit him with our draining spell there. Where'd he go?
I'll turn you into a stinky pincushion, you flying monster.
Oh, it probably would have helped if I used a different Wakizashi here. either Shadow Storm or Shadow Blade here. Shadow Blade, I was using Shadow Smite, which is a blade that I crafted for undead. So this has a damage undead or burn undead enchantment on it, and a turn undead enchantment on it as well. So it does something kind of close to what a Dawnbreaker would, except for it doesn't have the explosion effect on it. Shadow Blade deals 25 magical damage, which is multiplied by 5 on the next hit. So that's sort of that. I don't remember what the enchantment is called, but I use that on a lot of stuff from Summer Mist. And then it does staggers if you lower the poise enough, which with the damage this thing is doing is already kind of ridiculous. Enemies don't seem to be around long enough to get staggered, but still helpful. And this one, Shadow Storm, is the sort of electricity shock damage sword that I use. Using the small blades like this, they tend to all be pretty lightweight, so you can afford to carry a lot of them with a bunch of different enchantments on them. Yeah, when the gem is worse than the dragon? Seriously. Winter Mist is the older version. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I see you make multiple versions of your favored weapon for specific enchantments. Yes, I do, sir. Yes, I do. I do the same thing with dagger wielders, too. When you have bigger weapons, it becomes a little less feasible to carry around, lug those things around with you all over the place. I feel like there's a double entendre there somewhere, but I'll leave that one to the wind. Lugging around a big weapon.
You are a very interesting individual.
Am I? Well, thank you. You are too, Inigo. Yeah, so this guy is just crazy overpowered. I'm more concerned with creating interesting gameplay with this character on this profile than I am, you know, trying to create a challenge that would make for a good permadeath run or anything like that. Going for fun and interest and video ability, is that a word? YouTube ability? Just pure sexiness with this guy. I kind of feel like a Shadow Mage, or this is actually more of a Shadow Warrior than a Shadow Mage. He tends to do a lot of melee fighting. Kind of a Shadow Spell Sword of sorts. I feel like this will be a big hit on YouTube if I can get it out there in front of people enough. I think I've got the aesthetic down. The gameplay is interesting if I can choreograph some really cool dungeon runs with this guy. Triumvirate Shadow Mage is something that gets searched for a lot. And I think I've got some, you know, interesting tips and tricks for some good combos here that people will dig. It's just all a matter of getting those impressions and getting people to click on it, I think. Ooh, or. So this guy, one of the roleplay aspects of this guy is that he does smithing. He smiths his own swords for fun. It's more of a hobby right now because he can get Eorland to smith him better weapons to specification. Ooh, a saber cat. God damn it. Damn it. Double damn it. Step through shadows is not working well for me here. So yeah, he does that just kind of... Ooh, another one. I also don't think I've saved in a while, so... Saber cats, man. Saber cats and Silverhand are the bane of my existence. So yeah, I think this could be a popular video series, and I'm actually, this is what I'm kind of forsaking the more produced aspects of my streams for, is this guy right here. I'm hoping it kind of boosts the channel a little bit, honestly. Inigo is mirroring your PC with hand gestures. That's funny. Oh, I'm this guy doesn't take advantage of Hunterborn stuff at all. This is purely from Valandil's habits. So yeah, Guillaume here, Mr. of the Shadows. He does ore a bunch of he does mine ore veins. He ores mine veins. Because he needs the crafting materials. That's how he unwinds at the end of a day. Or at the end of a night, in this case. Okay, cool. So we've gotten that new spell, or that new shout there anyway. What can I unlock here? Aura Whisper might be useful. How am I with Become Ethereal? I don't have the third one unlocked yet for that. Fear. I only have the one soul to spend, so I want to make it a good one. Ice Form, Storm Call, Throw Voice. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll just go top down. Actually, maybe I'll bank it until I get... I'll keep one for Become Ethereal in case I encounter that somewhere. I don't know off the top of my head where the third one of that is. Okay, so what's next? How's Encumbrance doing here? Looks like we got about another hour of this, so... please do stay tuned. Encumbrance, got plenty. Alright, let's move on to Dawnguard. Let's get a little vampy. Let's ramp up and vamp up, shall we? Oh, I hear a bear. Bears ain't got nothing on me. Famous last words. Crystal Drift Cave. Oh, a bear and a spider, huh? Okay. Let's show off our Umbral, our Shadow Warhead ability here. That's one of my favorite combos. Here comes Mr. Bear. Oh. Inigo too strong. Eight ball. There it is. That's a tough one. Ah. 8 ball has no idea what the hell is going on. Epic vampire up. Where the hell am I going? Fast travel.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend. Rip you open!
They have stopped moving.
Ooh, more blood to harvest. Let's see. A Nightblade of the highest order. Yes, indeed. Gotta love tech issues that make no sense. Oh boy. Well, I hope you figure that out, or have figured it out. Builds seems to be something you're passionate about, and you certainly know your stuff. Seems kind of ideal for me, for you. A silver hand sword, huh? Fucking silver hand. Yeah, I do enjoy builds. I'm honestly very burnt out on, you know, the full-on Fudge Muppet build videos, though. I really want to try to carve out a niche to where I'm not really doing a full build video, like guiding you step by step how to build this exact character. But I want to focus more on just fun little tactics, fun little combos, ways to play. So it's going to be more of a build tips and tricks than it is going to be a builds guide, I think. And then I'm actually way more passionate about gameplay showcases. If you... there's nothing I love more than a video that showcases a series of unique moves, like combos of powers and spells and combat that make you go, whoa, I've never thought of that. And like do it all in a way that goes through an entire dungeon in like a very creative way. That's like my favorite Skyrim. It's my favorite type of Skyrim video. And if I could do more of those and sort of make it so that they're marketable in a way, that's what I would love to do more than anything. And in fact, that's how, that if you go back and look at the first videos on my channel, that's exactly what they were. There was zero production value because I was very resistant to doing
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard too? Truth is,
any kind of video editing, because that can be very tedious.
like this before.
But now with, you know, super fast computer equipment and, you know, storage solutions and things like that, the video production side of things is much less tedious than it used to be back when I started doing it with, you know, conventional hard drives and limited amounts of memory and CPU cores and very little in the way of parallelizing those loads. Doing video editing on old equipment like that was just really rough. But now with new stuff, it's pretty quick. There's more of an instant gratification to it, which allows you to be more productive. This guy does do some alchemy too. So that's where I'd like to go. So maybe, you know, tips and tricks build guides, or build tips and tricks videos showing off cool combinations with like some cheeky anime names, like I've been showing off with the Umbral Shift and the Shadow Warhead. Not gonna be doing the whole crossbow thing. I think that could be fun. And then have like a companion piece that's just a pure gameplay showcase of the concepts that I've laid out in the build videos.
Join the Dawn Guard?
That's where I'd like to go with things.
Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on, he's right inside.
You did figure it out. Good, good. Or rather, the hubster did, but it's a failed USB cable. That happens more than you would think, right? So that's where I'd like to go with the channel. Of course, I still like the permadeath stuff. I still like the storytelling aspects, so
Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time.
I would like to try to fit in Beowfish's character concept challenges, because that's very narrative based, at least in my opinion.
Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are
And that kind of stuff is a lot of fun for me.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn.
So that would probably be more of like a machinima style thing than it would be like a build guide.
Not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've
But again, we're running into limitations of hours in a day and gas in the tank, and I have very limited amounts of both. Wow, look at that armor.
Who are you? What do you want?
I think this might be the first time in this load order that I've seen a Vigilant, or at least Tolan there, wearing that badass Vigilant gear. I heard you're looking for vampire hunters.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally
Hey Wind, welcome back.
But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
So what can I do to help?
I need someone out in the field taking the fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it.
Nice hair, Tolan.
Hollow crypt.
Damn, that's really cool armor, though.
Vault was sure it held some
I've seen lots of
vampire
vigilance, but I haven't seen Tolan.
We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isram.
Very cool.
It was at the hall when it was attacked.
In fact, I might have to use that armor for some, like a paladin build or something.
In this Dim Hollow crypt.
That's pretty badass.
Good luck. They'll still be there. Here, you should take a crossbow. Good for taking out those
pointy shoes.
Get close.
The build gameplay showcase stuff kind of fits into the Permadeath streams. Watch the videos, then come along to the streams and see one of those ideas in
I'll
action.
meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do.
Yeah, the problem with the Permadeath stuff so far is that these characters don't live long enough to explore some of these more advanced ideas.
You think we're soft, that we're cowards.
The purity seals are a-okay, yeah, man.
Sendar granted you do not have to face the same test.
Really cool. I'm a big fan. Big fan. Let's check out his hiney. It's a pretty cool hammer, too.
Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here.
Yeah, boy.
My name is Agmir, sir.
Okay, so even though we're not a vampire yet, we're still pretty much technically nocturnal because, you know, while we're not nerfed in the daylight yet, we are incredibly buffed in the darkness, so we try to do everything at night. We are at 11:43, so the night is still fairly young. That gives us, you know, about 5 hours or so of night left. And how's our encumbrance doing? Still good. I think it's plenty enough to make it through Dim Hollow. So let's go do that, shall we? I switched over to Nordwar's newer version of the faction armor mod, and the biggest loss is the vigilant armor is different. Not bad, but I miss the bling. Ooh, do you know by looking at it whether or not I'm running the old version or the new version? Just by looking at Tolan? I'm really buff in the dark too. That's hilarious, Joe. Yeah. Buff in the dark. It's the name of Joe's indie band. I'm on the old version? Okay, well maybe I'll keep the old version because I kind of like it. I'll check out the new one though. Oh, you know what? I have night vision. I don't have night vision. I thought I did, but I don't. I had night vision as part of being a werewolf, but I have since been cured of being a werewolf.
A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well. Jedon and the rest of them, no match for
Oh, we gotta switch to Shadow Smite. We are on Shadow Smite.
All this talk is making me thirsty. Perhaps another vigilant will wander in soon.
I wish Loki would hurry it up. I have half a mind to return to the castle and tell Harkon what a fool he's entrusted this mission to.
Once we get vampirism again, we'll have our night eye back.
Now shut up and keep on watch.
Something's not right.
You don't say. Kaboom. Alright, well, it looks like vampires are not immune to shadow magic, which bodes well for us. I'm gonna grab some of this armor here. Just we might be able to make a mashup or something. I really like this armor for this character. I might monkey around with some of the Black Sacrament armor as well. I have that mod installed here too, which goes well with the theme as well. But I think I'm pretty much locked in on this stuff. Ooh, the blacksmith's potion we can use. Oh, still have Shadow Dance active there. It's not an enchanted sword, is it? It is. Might be able to get a nice enchantment off of that we don't already have. More like fright vision, yeah. The old one has more compatibility support too. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, since that touches so much, I'm not likely at all to switch to that anytime soon. I use the Novice Guide as a base for this load order. And I did that because it takes all the responsibility off of me for like compatibility and stuff. Oh, Tolan didn't make it. But man, we could use this sweet paladin stuff. And he's got a unique hammer too, look at that. Summon Daedra up to level 40 are sent back to Oblivion. Undead up to level 40, flee for 30 seconds, burns the target for 30 points. Targets on fire take extra damage. Jeez. How did these vampires kill him with such an OP weapon, I wonder? Well, I feel like I need this stuff. It's really going to put a dent in my encumbrance, but yeah, we still got plenty. Put it on a mannequin somewhere. Thought there was more. Ah, yeah, there he is.
Ah, that was me you hit.
Sorry, Inigo. Ow!
That was a close one.
Okay. Still on the lookout for, ooh, more blood. Don't mind if I do. Still on the lookout for forgotten magic tomes and such. I think for this character, I'm going to be focusing mainly on just the shadow stuff. So I probably won't go too deeply into even the hemomancy spells, but I do want to kind of take a look at them. Just see if there's anything worth adding to the mix that kind of goes with the theme. But for the most part, I really want to showcase the Triumvirate shadow spells more than anything. And learn them. The more I know, the more creative stuff I can come up with. And the more creative stuff I can come up with, the better video I can do on it. Nothing new, still have all that stuff. So yeah, during the character creation phase of this, oops, that's not what I wanted. Although that's pretty badass looking. Let's wait for that to wear off here. He's doing the animation thing again. Okay, during character creation here, I actually spent a lot of time on this guy. So he has a little bit of a purplish tint to his eyes that I thought would go well with the aesthetic of the shadow spell. The shadow spells that have that sort of purple smoke 80s music video look to it. So I thought that would kind of be a cool, even though you rarely get to see it in gameplay, it's kind of a cool concept of having him infused with this shadow magic, sort of. through the eye color there. And also for the ears, I made them a little pointier, just kind of showing off, and like the sharpness of his features and his brow, and like his chin, which you can't see with the mask on here. Let's see if I can actually take that off. A little bit of sharpness of features in the chin and the cheekbones and the eyebrows and the ears. Kind of show off his elven heritage a little bit more from his Breton blood there. Just a really cool looking character overall, I think. Really proud of him. Purple rain plays off in the distance. I feel like my dog is barking at something out there. Yeah, so really proud of this character. Okay. This is a job for the Shadow Warhead.
That was me you hit.
Oops. Sorry, Inigo. What in the hell? And that was a misfire on Ozra's Wrath there. Oh my god. Totally munged that up. Unarmored ebony stuff is cool. Yeah, so what I was going for there is something I call the Shadow Warhead, which is you get Ozra's Wrath all set up and ready to go. Charged up, and then you cast Step Through Shadows to teleport yourself into a group of enemies, and then right as you come out of the teleport, you release the Ozra's Wrath in your right hand, and it blows up. So it's kind of like a shadow missile. Call it the Shadow Warhead. See if I can do it here. That's how it's supposed to work, even though he seemed like he was completely immune to the Ozra's Wrath there. It must have been in the Eye of the Storm.
You came out of that better than I did, my friend.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Inigo. I always end up blowing him up with Ozra's Wrath, too. Just can't seem to stop him. At some point, I will let Inigo go. I just haven't experienced everything that Inigo has to offer. I don't know if I ever actually will. That follower mod is just so expansive. But yeah, he's still, as long as he's still saying things that I haven't heard before, I'm going to keep him around. But yeah, I'll probably ditch him for the showcase videos and stuff like that. Do the dungeon clears on my own. Inigo is extremely strong. Almost overpowered. In fact, I would argue that he is overpowered. You can just kind of wait around a corner and let him clear everything out for you with ease. You can help mitigate that a little bit by giving him crappy gear. But only a little bit. He's still very strong, even with crappy gear. Necklace of Zenith. Armor rating is increased by 15%. That's nice, but not something we're going to be using. And we lost our mask. Yeah, something about the mask slot that a lot of mods that use masks make use of is that for some reason, like when you have a weapon equipped and you unequip that weapon, the mask goes away. And then you have to go back and put them on again. It's a pain, but you know, we go to great lengths to maintain our character's aesthetic in Skyrim, do we not? Okay, we're going to try this Shadow Warhead thing again here. Oh, we got Nightblade to fire there. Some nice expensive stuff. And the shrooms. Gotta get the shrooms. I wonder if these poison mist spells work on... Ooh, I gotta check my spell count here too. 26 of 48. Okay, we have plenty. I kind of want to try my Creeping Death combo out too. Let's try it on a vampire, see if this works. So let's go to Draining Mist. Oh no, maybe it was Draining Shroud. Oh yeah. It does work on the undead. Very nice. Wow, this one vampire did me a big favor and just killed all of the spiders for me. Oh, there's another one. Do I still have my shroud active? Yes, I do. Too strong. Is there another Death Hound? There he is.
Permanently retired.
Creeping Death. That one's still twitching. The shadowy effect on the character just for show, or does it have some sort of AoE? Yeah, so let's see. Oops. Yeah, that is a, that is the, let's see, what's it called? Draining Shroud, I think it was called. Let's go back up to our Ds here. Is that not active? Anyway. I believe it was this Draining Shroud guy here. Which basically gives you like a cloak spell that does magicka damage. It does drain health and magic. Or not drain health and magic, absorb health and magic. Which is good for melee situations here too. But I think that's where that effect is coming from. I don't think it's become ethereal. Oh, you know what that also could be is, what is it, Gather Darkness? Gather Shadows. This is probably what it is. This is, I have this hooked up to Okado's Recital, so this is what gives us the buff in the darkness. So, melee attacks and Shadow Mage spells are up to 50% stronger in darkness and last 281 seconds. So yeah, that pops every time I enter combat. And I believe that's what that effect is. Cool effect. That guy's fighting spiders. Gotta put my mask back on there. Where is the switch for the... Oh, it's right there. I see ya. But you don't see me. Man, I can't wait to get that Night Eye power back. We will become a vampire soon enough here, though.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. My oath to Stendar is stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you found here. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokiel? He still might have told us something. We haven't gotten anywhere ourselves with
nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to bring Harkon the prize. And we will not return. Vingalmo and Orthiolf will make way for me after this. You don't think you can escape me, do you? Now let's finish this.
Oh, he's so scared. Oh, shoot. I got Inigo with my Nightblade. Yeah, the Nightblade power, or the Nightblade spell. So what that does... I think it's a destruction spell, too. It's either destruction or alteration. Yeah, it's destruction. Able to melee attack from up to 50 feet to perform a dash attack, converting 50% of your magicka into bonus magic damage on hit. And as you can see there, it does a ton of damage. 1932 damage is pretty much an outright kill on anybody. Luckily, Inigo is essential. But yeah, that power should be a cornerstone of any Shadow Mage build, but it's just so unreliable. I can hardly ever get it to work. When it does work, it's extremely strong, but more often than not, I end up just hitting Inigo with it somehow because of my camera angle in third person. It would probably work better in first person and also alone. That part always gives me the willies, just seeing that spike come up through the hand like that. It's just kind of awful. Push these to the ends of the lights over here. Connect the dots. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And now we meet Serana, who probably has the worst... Serana, I'm sorry, you got a little bit of a tip slip there. I can see the tip of your Elder Scroll. Probably has the worst case of a crick in the neck or a sore back of anybody ever with that position that she's been sleeping in for however many thousands or hundreds of years, probably thousands of years. A man named Isran sent me.
I don't know who that is. Is he like me?
Sexy as hell? No.
Vampire. Yes.
So why were you locked away like this?
That's complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home.
Alright, where'd you need to go?
My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to
Does
meet you.
Inigo have any special dialogue with Serana? I'm not sure. I've never had them both together at the same time. Alright, let's go. We got a new posse. All right. Guess we'll go this way. Okay, so I feel like becoming a vampire is sort of a character. Yeah, so in first-person view, Nightblade works a lot better. Oh yeah, and it's so powerful too. Is more of a character-defining thing. So I'm doing that before I start doing any more questing, I think. So yeah, maybe I'll switch to first-person view whenever I want to use Nightblade. Like I said, in first-person view and without followers, I think it works a lot better. So maybe I'll play around with that too a little bit. First-person view to save Inigo. Yeah, but then you don't just see my sexy-ass character.
I heard something move.
Did you? You got me spooked. But I believe you. I also saw a glowing book down there too that I'm very curious about. Blood Gift. The hell is that? It's a restoration spell, so we're not going to be using it. So we are not perked or leveled in restoration at all. Caster transfers 22 points of health per second from themselves to an undead target. Interesting. Gives you a way to use a bit of blood magic to heal your undead minion. I like it. So another spell that I've been using a little bit is the Magus Dart here. It synergizes really well with the whole, you know, use up your magicka, but you get a bonus based on what you have left thing. That works really well with Vancian magic. So this is a blast of raw energy, which I think also is keys off of the raw power perk in Ordinator. So that damage goes up based on that. And then plus 5% of your current magicka as magic damage. So that maxes out at 50, which makes sense for a novice level spell. I believe this is added by Triumvirate, not Triumvirate, Arcanum. There is a little bit of overlap between Arcanum and Triumvirate. I think namely the Eldritch Blast, which both Triumvirate and Arcanum have a version of. Of course, if you're going to be doing a Triumvirate Warlock, you're going to want to use the Triumvirate Eldritch Blast because, well, there's a lot of designed synergy between those two. Ooh, that worked. Yeah, it's been super consistent now. I've never actually gotten it to work this consistently before.
Stupid skeleton.
But as you can see, yes, on paper, this thing should be a completely build-defining spell. This should be the cornerstone of a build. When it works well, it definitely is. But that ain't always the way, unfortunately. Okay. It also tends to completely dominate gameplay, too. It breaks the game, it seems. So the fact that it doesn't work sometimes kind of allows you to play the game a little bit more. So there's a trade-off to it. Hiya.
Remember how to fight.
So the other thing about Nightblade is that it only works in combat. So if you are sneaking and not detected... Okay. It's not going to work. This is one of my favorite combos if I can actually get it to work. And I'll talk about that a little bit in a minute. So that effect there, and there is some issues with script lag on it as well. That is, I have it hooked up to Okado's Recital. It's a spell, I think it's in the illusion tree here. It's not Ghost Walk. Not Nightfall, it's Possession. It's an expert level spell in the illusion tree for Triumvirate in the Shadow archetype. A target up to level 118 refuses to die upon taking fatal damage with 150 damage within 150 seconds, fighting for the caster in a frenzy with 108% or 118% more attack damage. I have that hooked up to Spellscribe in the enchanting tree over here. So if I can get a power shot off on an enemy, if an enemy is strong enough to survive one of my power shots, it hits them, and I am lined up properly. It hits them with that possession spell, and then after that, once he dies, he becomes a minion of mine for however long the spell takes. Now the script lag portion of it is the I think the allegiance part of it, because obviously many of my followers here, you know, except for Serana, seems like everything that's not affected by Nether's follower framework is trying to attack this guy. Another weird side effect is that this guy is always invincible until he wears out and he's dead. Enemies can't hurt him. I can't hurt him. Followers can't hurt him.
This will end badly for you.
Well, yeah, that's a foregone conclusion there, Inigo. He's gonna collapse into dust at any point here. Okay, we got another word wall here. Drain Vitality, another strong shout that can be useful. Of course, with some of the spells that I have going here, I think that that shout is going to be completely obsolete. I wouldn't say it's useless, but it's just redundant, I would say, with the spells that I have available. One thing that would be nice to have, though, is an arsenal of shouts that I can use in case I run out of Vancian magic spells. Because with Vancian magic, even though you don't use up your magicka, which makes a lot of my spells stronger, it also, once you use them up, you're done. No more.
So good to breathe again. This weather is incredible.
Yeah, it is kind of nice, huh? Refreshing, crisp, cool. You mean it enhances your game, right? Yes, of course, of course. Okay, where we're going? We're going to Castle Volkihar. This isn't Castle Volkihar. But we do, what is it, like Icewater Jetty or something like that? Is that what it's called? Yeah, it's over here to the north. I really like this this build, this character. It's a whole lot of fun to play. One of my favorites in some time. The Permadeath stuff is fun, but it
That's it, out there to the north.
it tends not to last long enough. You tend not to get a chance to fall in love with the character as much. Especially when you die in the second damn episode. Lose your Barbarian. What a shame. I wasn't even a werewolf yet, so I didn't have any weakness to silver or anything. He just completely deleted my health bar. Nutty. Nutty. About to get vampy. Have you tried this build in Permadeath? No, I have not. Maybe more of a spell sword? Or Nightblade? If I randomly roll that. So what I do is I have a big list of...
Go away. We don't
Oh, I forgot to talk to Serana. I have a big list of Oblivion builds that work in Skyrim that don't have any overlap. Well, they have some overlap, but once you kind of
Hey, so
take into account the streamlining that Skyrim did after Oblivion in terms of skills, attributes, and different things and perks moving around and things like that, you end up with a couple of classes in Oblivion that are completely identical in Skyrim. So I removed those, and I have them all numbered as well, and I will do a random number generator in Google to figure out what my next class is going to be. So I might make use of some of these concepts in a Permadeath if I get there, and I have rolled the correct class, such as like a Nightblade or a Spell Sword. But yeah, this build is completely custom. And probably wouldn't fit into one of those Permadeath builds, I think. Oh dear, I did indeed die. Stabbed in the back by an unseen assassin. Yeah, nobody saw it. We even went back and looked at the replay. And I think it's somebody who flanked us from behind who decided to ignore both Gore and Farkas and just started swinging at us with a two-handed silver sword.
I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there...
So now we're back to the Shadow Warrior here.
My own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here.
It was not Gore.
Show some more control.
Gore was doing his job.
Just keep quiet.
Just for whatever reason. So the enemy that killed us was engaged with both Gore and Farkas. So I decided to leave them to that as I took on the Arbalist, the crossbowman, up on a ledge up above. And as I was fighting the crossbowman, the guy that Gore and Farkas was fighting disengaged from them and came and stabbed me in the back. Not cool, right? Not cool at all. So I think the thing that I learned from there, the tactical mistake, was that I didn't swing around to keep an eye on what was happening with that other skirmish down there as I fought the Arbalist.
I watched the gate. Ain't much else to tell.
Dirty backstabbers indeed. Indeed. Yeah, it was a weird combination of, I think, a lapse in how the AI was supposed to be working for the enemy. And also a weird byproduct of the way I have my camera set up too. I'm running a custom camera mod, but the way that it was working then was I was like right behind a pillar, or right in front of a pillar. So the view that I had was more like this, which didn't give me a good view of what was behind me. So also when I have a weapon drawn, it zooms in a little bit too. So there was very little of what I could see behind me, and that kind of helped to spell my doom as well.
She has the scroll. To see you, my daughter.
She has the scroll.
Must I really say the words aloud?
Glad to see there are no dark faces, no gray faces.
If her mother were here, I would let her watch.
Everybody's looking equal parts sexy and hideous.
Now tell me,
as vampires should.
Who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name?
I am Guillaume d'Ombre. Who are you?
I am Harkon, lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are.
Oh, it looks like his goatee has a mind of its own there a little bit. Yes, you are vampires.
Not just vampires. We are among the oldest
Meat.
and most powerful vampires
Indeed.
in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most.
So what happens now?
You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again.
Sounds shibby. And I'm not going to refuse your gift, but just out of curiosity, what if I did?
Then you will be prey, like all mortals.
Oh, we'll see about that.
I will spare your life this once, but you will be banished from this hall.
I have tricks that are equally effective against vampires as they are against the living.
Behold the power. This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice.
I will accept your gift and become a vampire.
Be still.
Nom 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 nom. Okay, glad to see that didn't bug out. I think you're technically supposed to die there. And sometimes if you don't, you end up having glitches that can break your game going forward there. Block progress.
Must learn to wield it.
I think Magus actually has run into some of those. I want to become a vampire, not a bloody gargoyle. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using vampire form too much in this. Maybe I will just to flesh out the perk tree in that, because I think it affects some things in human form as well. So I'll have to grind some of that as well. I am ready to learn about my new powers.
With my guidance,
Oh, I forgot to look at my face. See what kind of glowy eyes I got.
Hearts of mortals wherever you tread. Now listen to my words and do as I instruct. The true power of the ancient blood is found in the form of the Vampire Lord. Assume the mantle.
Not too glowy.
Vampire Lord, and we
I am running Sacrosanct, not better vampires. Hard to go wrong with either one.
transform into the Vampire Lord, and I will teach you more.
Oh, not glowy, but definitely different. Kind of cool looking, actually. True power. Okay. Hold your horses there, Harkon. I gotta find the damn thing. All the way down in the bottom, of course. Probably gonna need that. Ooh, improved night vision. Okay, yeah, we got our night vision back too. Sweet. Clouds a person's mind for 468 seconds, ending combat and making them unlikely to detect you while sneaking. Okay. I just want to take a quick look too and see what other kind of passive effects. Dolmen Haunt, this is the racial ability added. Can feed by activating a standing stone. That's interesting. Congealed blood. Oh, okay, that's from Wintersun. Illusion spells cast by a vampire 25% more powerful and last 25% longer on creatures and people. Very nice. Moonlit waters, a vampire can swim underwater without drowning and walk across the surface. You can only do this if you're well fed, by the way. And you're not hungry. Vampiric blood gives 100% resistance to disease. Your vampire charm makes intimidation attempts twice as likely to succeed and buying items 5% cheaper. Vampiric blood gives you 50% resistance to frost. That would have been helpful at that damn gem trap earlier. 100% resistance to poison. Lots of really cool stuff here. Still Heart, vampire is 25% harder to detect by creatures and people while sneaking. But, let's see. You have recently fed and are sated. 120 to the next rank. I think you just have to feed / drain for that. And then, of course, a negative 20% weakness to fire. All right. Did I not favorite the Vampire Lord power? I guess I didn't. There it is. Time to get pretty.
In this form, you can drain the life from your foes with your right hand. With your left hand, you can wield the power of blood magic to raise the
I can drain the life from other things with my right hand as well.
To turn into a swarm of bats and reappear some distance away. Should you run out of magicka, you can descend to the ground and fight as the beasts do. Do so now, and we will continue. Good. You are weaker while on the ground, because you cannot access the blood. Magic. However, night powers are still yours to command, and your claws are still formidable weapons. Over time, your powers will grow in strength, and you will find new ways to use.
So I like the way Sacrosanct does this and balances things out in Vampire Lord form. And this is one of the advantages Sacrosanct has over better vampires. In my opinion, anyway. So, in Beast mode here, which is, you know, on the ground, you won't recover stamina at all. But you do recover magicka. In Flight mode here, you do recover stamina, but you don't recover magicka.
Your life drain grants you new night power, blood magic. I keep a stable.
But I think Vancian magic still
like the base of vampires
is active.
stave off the sun. That is all I have to teach you. If you wish
So
to be
Vancian
reminded
magic
of
plus
this
Vampire
lesson,
Lord form equals
I have a task that will test your new powers.
free spells, I guess, or does it count against the spell count? I would guess it counts against the spell count. I'm not sure. I have to do some experimentation on that. Sure.
Good. Go and speak to Garen Marethi.
About time there was another vampire among us.
He will understand.
Chemical Whispers, man. My favorite vampire play. Do I still have quick light? Yes, I do.
Watch that tongue, elf.
And you do well to be more careful of whom you engage in witty banter.
Garen Morethi.
I am above the petty squabbles here. I have lived for far too long
He looks good.
to be bothered with them.
I have a message from Harkon.
Lord Harkon, remember your place. Now, what is our Lord's wish?
He wants you to pull my finger. Yeah, vampire farts. He simply said it is time.
Well, well. He wants the chalice then.
Now, at this point, I'll probably take a break from the Dawnguard questline and revisit the main quest. I think. I just wanted to get the vampire blood there.
It is a rather well-kept secret. The chalice.
Remember
has been
your
Lord
place,
Harkon's
cheeky
possession
sob.
for quite some time now. It is, when used properly, able to increase the potency of our powers. He has neglected using it for ages. If he wants it filled now,
SOB. I thought you were calling him a sob.
Follow me.
SOB makes more sense for sure. Oh god, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Am I right?
Powers until now. This is an intriguing change. Excuse us. I need to fetch the blood.
Are you talking about the way these NPCs look? Because it is an intriguing change.
What you up to, Garan?
0 dropped frames.
Let's just say less reputable members of society.
So shouldn't be on my... Oh, nope, got a whole lot of dropped frames.
Whether to attempt to deal with them or force your way through. Hurry back.
May have disconnected.
Don't want to keep Lord Harkon waiting.
Can I do anything for you? I don't recall addressing you.
Yeah, probably lots of... Okay, so... My chat briefly disconnected and reconnected.
Until then, I see no reason.
I think I'm having a connection issue here. Oh well, probably time to kill the stream anyway. It's been 3 hours. So I'm probably going to call it here. Okay, are we good? Can you hear me now? Got a whole ton of dropped frames there all of a sudden. But what I was saying is I'm right at my... Oh yeah, the dropped frames are doing better now. Jeez. Internet hiccup. That was more of an internet belch, almost an internet barf. Not quite a hiccup. But yeah, I'm at my 3 hours anyway, so I think this will be a good place to call it. Let's go ahead and take a look at our pretty little vampire here. Whoa. Really? All right. Fun with free cam in Vampire Lord form. Let me try that again. Nope, ain't gonna work. All right, well, it was a fun experiment while it lasted anyway. All right, so I guess that's it for me then, huh? Thank you all for joining. My window says you've only been streaming for 45 minutes. It's not changed since I've joined. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm showing 3 hours here in like 15 seconds. But yeah, maybe YouTube or something. I don't know. Yeah, so thanks all for joining. I'm kind of pissed off, sad, all of the emotions about losing our Barbarian, but you know what happens. It's the nature of permadeath. I really pissed off at how it happened, but you know, it does happen. Had a lot of fun though. We did contribute toward lots of carnage, which was very barbaric, and I was glad for that. Also had a lot of fun with the Shadow Warrior here at the end too, and I'm looking forward to creating some content for this guy. He's been at the top of my queue for a while now. So hopefully soon we'll see some kind of cool little video or 2 or 3 come out for this guy. One of my favorite characters in a while. So stay tuned for that. Next week I may or may not be streaming. I'm thinking most likely not. I'm going to be helping a friend move into his new house. And that kind of has priority over streaming for me. Gotta help out the chosen family there, you know? So yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. Be well, have a good weekend, and until next time, take care of yourselves, okay?